Hello. For this video, I'm going to show you how I make my 3D two-piece hearts. So as you can see, I'm missing some on this page, so I pulled them out so I could redo my stash here. So you need a heart punch, you need some 3D foam, which is this, you need some gems, and you need some glue, which I have right here. All right, so this is what I do. I like to store them on a piece of paper, and then I slide them inside a zippy bag. So the easiest way I found to do this is to take the punched hearts and lay them down, and then to go back and put the second layer on. So I'm just going to go ahead and lay these all down. And there's already sticky on this paper, because I just use a little bit of runner tape and whoops, runner tape and just do a little dab there. And that way I know exactly where they need to go. There, all right. And then you just take heart and you fold it in half. And you take the scissors and you snip. You just need a little small piece like this to put on either side of the heart. And then you peel those off, if you can. Come on, fingers, let's work. All right. And then, whoops, that didn't work very good, did it? All right, and then you just put a little bit of glue right down the middle. And where does it stick? All right. Then you lay it down right in the center of this heart. And I like to just lay it down and press it down and hold it for a minute and then go ahead and press it. Press the two 3Ds down. But I like to hold the pencil on it down the center so that the middle of it glues down. So just for a moment, there, so that one's done. All right, and then I can do the next one. Alrighty. We were talking online about how somebody asked the question, who is your skipping buddy in school? Did you skip school? And if you did, who did you skip classes with or school with? And my brother Tommy and I used to skip quite a bit together with his girlfriend, my best friend, Alice. And Alice went on and she was saying, yeah, and it was Barbara and Tommy. That Tommy is my brother, and Connie, and we skipped with Connie also. And then she named off quite a few other people, and I was like, that's where we all got the idea from you. You instigated. She skipped a lot of school, not just with me, but she was skipping with more people. That's hysterical. But oh my goodness, we had so much fun skipping school. We even got out of detention one time. This was absolutely hysterical. We knew that we were going to go to detention because we all got caught skipping class, and so we were all sent to detention. And most of the time, when at lunchtime, because we had 3 lunch periods, and so everybody would sit up on the hill outside the cafeteria, and the smokers would sit up there and smoke their cigarettes, and thinking they looked cool. And so we'd all be sitting up there talking and talking, and every single one of us were skipping because we'd skip through our classes that we were supposed to go to and go, sit there through lunch. So for an hour and a half, we'd be there up on the hill skipping. And so it seemed like every time the vice principal would come up on the hill and say, okay, and he'd point to everybody in their circle, but he would never point to me because he thought I was very innocent. Plus, I used to call him Dad because we had the same last name. So I used to tease him, say, yeah, you're my dad. And so anyways, we'd be up on the hill, and we all got caught this one time. And because everybody ratted me out. They're like, you always call everybody else down. Barbara's skipping too. And so I thought that was just hysterical. So I was laughing, and he looked at me and he said, really, you're skipping too? And I said, yes. So he said, all right, down to my office. And so we all got detention for after school. So we were trying to figure out, all right, well, we really wanted to do something that night. So me and my boyfriend and my brother and my best friend Alice. And Tommy and Alice, like I said, were going out together in school. So we're trying to figure out, well, how can we get out of this? How can we get out of this? Well, we know we have to show up. So, but what can we do to get out of it? And I thought, well, my boyfriend was in the Navy. So he looked older than us, because he was. And so we thought, we'll just have Ray come and pick us up and pretend like he's my big brother. And we have to go home for a family emergency, and we're Alice's ride too. And so it worked. Halfway through our detention, then Ray showed up, and he said, hi, I'm here for Barbara and Tommy and Alice. And the guy and our teacher said, well, the teacher that was in there for detention said, well, they're here for detention. And Ray said, yeah, I know. He said, I'm their big brother. There's a family emergency, and I need to take them home with me. I'm also Alice's ride, so she needs to come too. And the teacher was, oh, okay, no problem. Go ahead, no problem. So we got out of that detention halfway through. So we were laughing about that online, saying, oh my goodness, the ways we used to get out of detention was just absolutely ridiculous. There was another time when, because the guy's name was, the vice principal's name was Johansson, and that was my stepfather's name, Johansson. And so I used to go down to his office when I didn't feel like going to class. Then I would just tell my teacher, I need to go down and see Mr. Johansson, who was the vice principal. And they would never question it because they knew he was the vice principal. So, and they would just say, okay, go ahead. So I'd go down there, and he'd say, and I'd go in there and just chat with him, and he'd say, what are you doing? And I'd say, well, we weren't really doing much in class, so I asked the teacher if I could come down and sit with you. And he'd say, oh, okay. And we'd just sit down there and chat about whatever. I have no idea what we chatted about, but it was just another way of getting out of class. So it was really fun to think back about all those silly things that we had done. There were 2 blind girls in school, and that was one of their wishes. I asked them, I said, do you ever want to skip class? And they say, well, yeah, of course, but we're blind. We have to have, we're with our teacher all the time. And so I said, yeah, but I've escorted you down to different places before, so maybe I can get them to let me cut class with you. And so they were so excited, and I did one at a time. And so I said, all right. So I asked the teacher's aide who was with them, and I said, she really wants to skip class. And I said, so can we skip class, and I'll just come get her, and I'll just walk her around and take her outside and just sit on the hill. And the teacher said, sure, why not? She thought that was so sweet of me to offer to do that and give the girls the experience of not going to class, skipping class. And so I just took the girls one at a time out, and oh, they were so giddy about it. They were so excited. What a fun thing to do with them. And of course I had fun too, because I was skipping again. So why not? So did you ever do anything like that? I know a lot of people have skipped school before, but Did you have a clever way to do it? If you did, share it with me. Alrighty, these are coming up pretty. We even pulled the fire alarms too. I did that a couple times. Oh, we were so bad. Yep. And I would purposely miss the bus. My brother and I would purposely miss the bus, because if we missed the bus, then the house rule was, I'm not driving you to school. You have to walk to school, my mom would say. If you can't get down to the bus on time, then that's not my problem. And so we'd walk to school. And it would take us, oh gosh, until lunchtime to get there, because it was so far away from our house, because we lived way up on the hill in Navy Housing, and we had to walk all the way down to the hill and then across town to get to school. And we would just take our sweet old time, and we always did it on a nice day. So, and then we'd get there around lunchtime and get to go right in and have lunch and then go to our afternoon classes, which was usually 2 classes left. So we'd just go for the afternoon. And a couple times then the people in the office would say, your mother would not make you walk to school. There's no way. That is just too far. She would not make you do that. And I would say, well, you can call her and check with her, but I'm telling you the truth. And so they would call, and my mother would say, if they missed the bus, they deserve to walk to school. I'm not driving them to school. And these people in the office were so shocked and surprised. You are telling the truth. Wow, why would your mother have you walk all that way? You're walking on the highway and stuff. And it's like, well, because she doesn't want to drive us to school. She wants us to be responsible. So, yep. So we would do that at least a couple times a year. Yep. Very mischievous children. These come out so pretty. I needed some solid colored ones, so I figured I'd do these ones solid. Alrighty. So you don't want to sit here watching me do all the rest of these, so let me put the gems on the ones that I've done already, and then we'll just call it a day. Hopefully you can see how I do this part. Not that you don't know how to put gems on, but I'd like to actually finish a couple before I finish this video. So pretty. Such a simple little thing, but they come out so pretty. All right, very good. So I just have 2, 4, 6 more to finish. And this sheet will be done, and then I'll be all stocked up again. So that's nice. Alrighty, so if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Giving me that like. And remember to subscribe if you haven't done so already. And click that bell for future notifications, so that way you'll get notifications each time I put another video out there. Alrighty. So, and that's how you make the 3D double heart embellishments. So I hope you enjoyed those. And until we meet again, happy crafting. Bye-bye.